Hey everyone, this is my reaction to the 6th episode of Tensei shitara Slime Datta Ken, or That Time I Got Reincarnated as a Slime. And in the last episode, we finished our business at the Dwarf City. We got some dwarves to come with us back home to the Goblin Village. We may or may not have left Govita behind, it's whatever. And yeah, we just had a very unfortunate run-in with a very rude person and a bit of a court trial, but all that's behind us. We can go back home now. Now, the question is, what's going to be waiting for us when we get back home? Because I've had some time to think about this show between my last episode and this one, and I've thought about how we haven't seen any Oni yet, and I'm starting to think maybe we'll see them when we go back home, so a little bit worried exactly what home is going to be like, you know, the Goblin Village. It's the closest thing to a home our protagonist has, really. So hopefully it's still there, like, hopefully it's not completely destroyed and everyone's dead. Hopefully it's not that bad, but I just have a feeling in the back of my mind that we'll run into some, if not a lot of Oni there. Just a bit of a theory. So, let's get into it and see if that's the case. 3, 2, 1, play. I say that because I don't see how else we would meet the Oni, because, like, I mean, I don't think there's going to be like an Oni village the same way as a Goblin village that we just kind of wander into. I don't think that's the case. I could be wrong, but I don't think that's the case, so I feel like how we would meet them is by them attacking. So just... And more importantly, we still have not gotten humanoid Rimuru. I accidentally hit my microphone. Yeah, those Oni. At least a couple of them are like in the initial lineup, so I assume a couple of them join our team, but... Well, our team. I don't know how much of a team dynamic there will be in this show, but it'll be one of our friends. Like, I don't know if we're gonna actually have like a full-on adventuring party, but we do have people that are friendly with Rimuru. And people who are not, presumably. Like, he doesn't have a lot of enemies just yet, but I feel like that'll change. I think it's more well-known. Free Union Blue Moon Guild. Shizu. Cool. Are those the people that we saw before, or are they different people? I can see. Why would I say that? Havel. Oh, wow. Yeah, she seems like she's had a rough day. Wow, that does sound horrible. Okay, I think it is the same people. Because they went to Veldor's cave, so. It's been a while since we've seen them. And they weren't on screen very long. Oh. Yay. Man, that's a face. That's a face that screams, I want to change my job. I mean, he could give you less if you complain enough. And just that such a whiny voice. uh. Yeah, we can see what he had to put up with. Oh, you're the girl from the opening, I think. I bet she's really cute behind the mask. I mean, yeah, sure, come with us. Why would you not want her to go with you? She clearly looks very powerful. You know, also more meat shields the better. Oh, she's the... That's where the title name comes from. Okay. uh... You know, blonde girl's cuter when she's not whining. I'm watching very closely. Oh? Are we gonna become a humanoid here? Or something else? Yeah, I figured. Damn. That... That would hurt someone. Good job. You showed that Raku's boss. Even a rainbow. Yeah, we should probably get back home sooner rather than later. Who knows what we're gonna find? Because I have my concerns. Okay, no. The Goblin Village is fine. I guess I was worrying too much for nothing. Man, somebody works out. Ooh, pretty. Cool. Well, that's good to hear. What happened? Oh, God. Nearby Goblin villages. Do I have to give them all names? Uh... They'll cry. Yeah, bad. Great Force of Judah. Well, I guess we gotta do it. They're so happy. He needs a nap. Yeah. I mean, if they're all evolved, they should be able to defend themselves if we do have an Oni attack, right? Maybe. You trying to go Super Saiyan? Or try to summon the Dragon of the Darkness Flame? Or him. I guess he's making himself useful. Nearly left him behind, okay. Oh, so he learned how to do that through necessity, I gotcha. Somebody please help me. And then he left. He's still the smallest looking one, though. Yeah, you know, like you're sitting on the toilet. No. Thank you for the narration, Rimuru. Oh, Goblin King. Yeah, you do it, man. I guess you should probably wear a crown. Is it bad news? Are they Oni? Okay, are these really the guys that we're worried about? Yeah, it's all you had to do, man. Yeah, her voice actually sounded a little bit familiar. Can't place it though. Yeah, she can probably deal with this. She seems strong. Oh, magical sword. Really cool. Yeah, she's got this. Oh. I think they got him. Oh, not all of them. Finally get to see some actual sword fighting in this show. You know, because we see so much in the opening. Man, I want that sword. I just look away as he falls down. Yeah, she's just that cool. And one last stab for good measure. Okay, I think we got him. I'm glad we brought you along. Oh, that one's alive. Not for long, hopefully. What was that? Yeah, was that a Tempest Wolf? Or, you know, the Tempest Wolf. And there goes the mask. Yeah, we've seen something like that before. Come on, Rimuru, come out. I'm pretty sure these are the guys that ignored you before. The slime. But yeah, I guess what happened to her was the whole, like, summoning magic effect or whatever. Because they kind of talked about that before. We're not gonna actually... Oh, there we go. Yeah, she's really cute. Yeah, that would be her. I made the connection. Because I think she's also been summoned from Japan, so... But I think hers was different than yours, probably. We talked about the difference before. Have an argument about meat. Was it wolf meat? Not always, it depends on the context. Yeah, go on in, I'm sure you'll be able to help. uh, I guess we're feeding them. Yes. That confirms that they are the same people. Yeah. The ones that were so incompetent they couldn't sense your overwhelming aura. And yeah, we got to see that they definitely are incompetent. Yeah, why take off the mask to eat? Well, gave him food, that's plenty to offer. The slime is our Lord and Savior. Please bow down before him. Yes. You got a problem with that? Wow. Okay, there's an echo in here. Yeah, I pretty much leveled up all these goblins, and they're basically alive because of me. Of course, the Japanese one got it. Yeah. Yeah, you can tell who's who there. I do quite like Shizu already. But through that, she should also kind of suspect about him as well. Aaron. Shizu. You know, the one with the Japanese name. Yeah, she clearly is, like, not exactly subtle about that. Nice. Yeah, we saw that. Well, it's to be expected. He's pretty powerful. And now inside of you. Yeah, I think we're doing agriculture or something. Alright, let's just go home, guys. These guys. Yes, especially you, Shizu. We need to talk with you. We have several questions. Which does include what cup size you're rocking, by the way. Just hopping on over. You're definitely my favorite character design in the show so far. Yeah, she picked up on it. I mean, I've heard the line before as well, just not sure exactly what it's from. I know, right? But never a Japanese one, so. Man. Just, she must like you if she shows you under the mask. Yeah, it was horrible, but never will again will I be stabbed to death. We made sure of that. Yeah, so I was reincarnated as a slime. I mean, being a slime is awesome, so. Yeah. Yes, he did, I remember that. That whole hiccup thing with her fighting the bugs was, I'm sure, was a side effect of that. Yeah. She's a adorable weapon. I don't know, 7 episodes ago? Oh. Yeah, I remember that too. Yeah, I've tied it back to the very first scene of episode 1. So she was summoned from that to this world. So she didn't die in that engulfing flame, she just kind of came here, I guess, is the implication. Oh? Something slimy? Let's not show her all of our memories, though. You know, we burned that PC, we washed that PC for a reason. The hard drive. I meant to say. Yes, that's why I warned you. You just don't show her the arrow yet. That's not what she needs to see. That's what I need to see. Like, that's what came first, though. That's what's in the front of his mind. Yeah, modern stuff, the Shinkansen. Yeah. On a postcard once. Yeah, well, the world wars are kind of done with for now. Japan started making cool technology and video games and stuff, and it just went uphill from there. We need video games here. That'll make it more peaceful. Oh yeah, that again. I don't suppose we could do anything to help with that, could we? I mean, slime can do a lot of things, so maybe. I'd rather not. Must you interrupt my date? Yes, yes, you were, but it's too late now. I'll go do whatever you want me to do. Do slimes blush? I feel like they wouldn't. Or shouldn't, at least. But I'm sure she has a lot in her mind right now. You know, like that, for instance. Yeah, this is the shot. We were led to believe she died there, but apparently she didn't. Apparently she just had really good timing on being summoned. The cool looking circle, but ouch. Looks like the fire still got her to a degree. You're a failure. But she survived, though. That's the real takeaway. Well, fire seems to like her, so... And that would explain the fire sword, I guess. It's a little bit messed up, though. The most traumatic moment of her life involving fire, and now she uses fire in a fantasy world. It's definitely sad. The fire stick. But yeah, I guess that's Shizu. We have her name now, which is cool. I like it, Shizu. Not too hard to remember. She met our slime. Our slime who still doesn't look like that yet. Still didn't meet the Onya though. I was almost convinced that we would meet them this episode, so... We got to meet somebody new though, Shizu, which is cool. But just the Oni are so prominent in the opening, we gotta meet them soon. We gotta meet them soon. There's just so many tits in this show that are not human tits. I just want to point that out. But we got more of them. We got Shizu, who's human. As well as the adventurer... I should remember her. I should remember her name. But you know, the blondie. Now that they're actually part of the story, I'll try to remember their name, but... just not right now. Is that her nickname? Because that's pretty fitting. Okay, that was the 6th episode of That Time I Got Reincarnated as a Slime. And this episode, we return back to the Goblin Village, which was not destroyed and a bunch of murdered goblins by demons, by Oni, which is something I was a little bit concerned with, so it's all good for now. And we got, our dwarves there, and they're doing good work. They're making stuff, they're just helping out in general. We also got some more goblins showing up wanting names, because apparently they're like dogs, you feed one of them one time, and the next day a whole pack of them are at your front door wanting your table scraps, and it's a little bit like that. A bunch of goblins showing up wanting to get evolved by means of Rimuru naming them. And he was like, do I really want to do this? I mean, I don't really want to do this. Oh, well, if you don't, then they're probably going to die because, they're already fairly weak compared to some of the other races. So, you don't have to do it if you don't want to, but the goblins might be screwed if you don't. Fine, get in line. I'll name all 500 of you and then take my week-long nap. That's kind of what happened with that. Also, we have our trio, our 3 human adventurers or whatever that are, part of the humans of the show. We don't have a lot of humans, strangely enough, but yeah, they're supposed to investigate. They investigated the cave that Veldora used to be in to confirm, yeah, he's not there anymore. And it was rough. It was apparently pretty rough. They wanted a break. They wanted a bath. And he's like, okay, you got a 3-day break, and then you just go out there, go to the Forest of Judah, and just see what you can find, go investigate. Like, what? But no, 3 days. What do you think this is? We deserve at least a 3-year vacation after that. But no, 3 days was all they get. And they met another girl, Shizu, who, of course, we've seen teased a lot throughout this the course of this show. Like, the first part of the first episode, we saw her as a younger girl in flames in like World War I or II, one of the two. I kind of get them mixed up, probably two, because they probably didn't have the bomber planes in World War I. I don't know my history. Don't yell at me about that. The point is, yeah, we saw her early on. Then we heard about her from Veldora when he was talking to Rimuru about the whole coming to another world and how there's the summoning and how that works with all the mages and all that. So we heard about her again through that. And then we got the whole crystal ball thing, looking at her and the children, who I don't know how they're affiliated with her. Maybe they're just local orphans that she interacts with to show how nice and good of a person she is to the audience. I don't know. But the point is that she's been talked about and foreshadowed a lot, so clearly going to be very important to the story, because aside from Rimuru, like, no one's really got that kind of focus. That wasn't already a relevant part of the story. And now in this episode, we finally got her to arrive wearing her mask. Don't know why she wears a mask, though. A little bit curious. It's not like she has a hideous scar, and it's definitely not like she's ugly or anything. She's very cute. But I guess she's very traditional. She only wants to show her exposed face to, the man that she loves, Rimuru in this case. That could be the case as well, kind of like, covering your face with a fan. It could be a similar concept. I don't know, I'm just kind of being silly right now. But the point is, she's a very good fighter. She uses a flaming sword because she was given a Ifrit, the fire demon thing that she was summoned, which seems a little bit messed up because, she lost all of her friends and family and mother and her skin to a fire. So it seems a little bit dark to do that, but, I doubt that dude cared at all. He didn't seem exactly like the friendliest sort of person. He just wanted to dismiss her as useless the second she was summoned until she spoke up. But yeah, it doesn't seem like a very good person in my brief time I had to see him and get a feel for his character. But yeah, Shizu herself is very cute, very likable, very powerful, and, seems very competent. Like, those 3 are lucky she's around, because they probably would have died of the bugs before they got there. But they eventually did get there. We fed them, we talked to them, we got some information to them about whatever the place was called, and basically about the mission and stuff like that. So we were up to speed with them. They're not the sharpest knives in the drawer, really. I don't know why they're given jobs to begin with, but I guess they're just that desperate. But I do want to point out that we still have not met any of the Oni just yet. I feel like we're getting close. Like, surely within the next episode or 2, we'll meet at least one Oni. Like, I still feel like they're going to attack. I feel like that's how we're going to meet them. They're going to attack in a group, and we just have to defend ourselves. I don't see how else we would meet the Oni. Like, we're not just gonna Rimuru is not traveling a lot in the show. The only traveling he's done so far is exploring the cave that he initially started in, left kept going until he saw some form of civilization, which was the Goblin Village, and he kind of stuck around there because they wanted his help. He basically became their king, like their master. It was pretty funny when he explained to the three people, the trio, exactly what he is there. But yeah, he hasn't really done any exploring, any adventuring, any exploring that he didn't have to do. He even went going to the Dwarf City. He only went there because he needed to build up this place. Like, I don't see anything. I don't see the plot sending him to any sort of Oni area. Like, so I feel like they have to attack the Goblin Village. I'm still confident in that, but I'd say about 65% confident that that's where it's going. Because I maybe just lack imagination, but because I can't think of anything else that would do that. Because we already have set a precedent for people just coming to the village all of a sudden with the wolves attacking, with a trio showing up. So people do just randomly come to the village. It's not like it's well hidden. So I feel like I have good ground to stand on to at least have that theory. But it was great seeing the interactions because, you know, Rimuru hasn't really had any Japanese people to interact with in this world so far. And, you know, that's the problem because he is Japanese, and in my experience, and Japanese people do enjoy hanging out with other Japanese people, and that's especially the case when she's a cute girl like Shizu is, and especially because, you know, when you're lost, and the point I'm trying to get at is he's lost, you know, in a fantasy world and unfamiliar territory with a bunch of weird creatures and stuff. It's a nice breath of fresh air if you meet somebody that you can relate to, you know, that knows something that you can kind of connect with. I don't think I was very good at explaining it, but that's kind of what I was trying to get at. It's really nice of him to have met Shizu, is kind of my point. And it makes sense that she would be the one that he's destined to be with, partly because she's like the only human female at all he's met so far. But I mean, there's also the blonde adventurer girl, but I don't think she's going to be super important going forward. I could be wrong though. Oh yeah, I like when he was sharing his memories with her, and the first thing that came up with was an arrow get featuring an elf. That was great, especially because, yeah, elves are on his mind because of what he experienced in the Dwarf City. So that was a very nice touch. I definitely thought that was good. Very nice. This is just a fairly well written show in general. I do quite enjoy it. Yeah, and of course, you know, Rimuru showing off his wolf form, his black lightning attack, and good thing he can do that because he kind of saved Shizu near the end there. Well, not near the end of the Red Ant battle with that. I am curious exactly how relevant those three will be going forward. I mean, if they will stick around all that long, because I think they were just supposed to stay the night and leave, which, I mean, if something's supposed to happen with Oni, it probably happened before they left, I would imagine. But yeah, that's enough. I've been talking about this enough. I don't really have anything left to say without repeating myself, but it was also funny that Gobita learned to summon the wolf out of necessity. Like, he just was left behind, and he just, out of desperation, like, please, somebody help me, anyone, I'll even take a wolf. And then the wolf came, and then he showed how terrible of a teacher he was to the others, to show them how to do it. You know, it looked like you were trying to teach them how to go Super Saiyan, if I'm being honest. But anyway, that was the episode, and I'm done. Thank you for watching, and a special thanks to Cnouki for supporting the channel. If you enjoyed this video, I hope you consider clicking the like button and leaving a comment, because that's a great and easy way to let me know that people want more. If you want to do something big to help the channel, you can support me on Patreon and get nice benefits like early access to certain videos. See you next time.